It's time for us as a church to address these issues. 1 Corinthians chapter 5. How should we address sexual immorality in the church? Verse 1, then you read verse 2. I'm reading the New King James Version. It is actually reported that there is sexual immorality among you, and such sexual immorality, underline the word such, there are different kinds, as is not even named among the Gentiles, that a man have his father's wife. Read verse 2. For I indeed, as absent in body, but present in the spirit, have already judged. Underline the word judged. What does the Bible say about judging? Judge not, that you should not be judged. Paul said, I judge. You've just passed a judgment on me that I'm judging. So you think you are judging me for judging. I judge you that you are judging me. You judge me that I judge you. So we are judging. Somebody say judge. We're all judging. Abby, you've judged me for judging. Oh, God help me. 3 issues that Paul mentioned in that passage. 3. Number 1, he spoke about sexual immorality. Number 2, he spoke about judging. Number 3, he spoke about feast and yeast. So those 3 issues are what I intend to deal with this morning. But I'll start with the first one, because these are very, very turbulent times in the church. Let me back up a bit to chapter 4. I'll read from verse number 14 so it can be clearer to you. I do not write these things to shame you, you see, but as my beloved children, I warn you. That is a father writing to his church. For though you might have 10,000 instructors or motivational speakers in Christ. Now, many of us don't know the difference between a preacher and a pastor. You can have many preachers, but you have only one pastor. So he's saying there, you can have 1,000 or 10,000 instructors. You read books of John Maxwell, Miles Monroe, you like T.D. Jakes, but you only have one pastor. So he said, let me explain to you spiritual things. There's nothing wrong with you having 1,000 instructors, 1,000 people you admire. You read their books, listen to their tapes. Nothing wrong. However, Paul said there with a lot of authority, though you have 1,000 instructors in Christ, so you can have 1,000 instructors in Christ, but you should understand that you only have one father. That was what Paul said. He said there, though you have 1,000 instructors in Christ, but then what you do, yet you do not have many fathers. For in Christ Jesus I have begotten you through the gospel. Therefore I urge you, imitate me. Oh, don't go there. Now, can I ask you a question? Who should we imitate, the instructors or the father? Okay, did you see what he said? He first explained it. Though you have 1,000 instructors, they tell you things about Christ, but don't imitate them. You can listen to them. When it comes to following somebody, know who you are following. Say, therefore I heard you. Now the next verse, therefore, was there for the previous verse. It's a continuation, because it made a point. It built a story. He said, though you have 1,000 people that listen to you, read books, you have opinions, you have ideas, you have thoughts, you have visions, you have people you admire, they are style in ministry, they are word. They say, well, worded. But you should know who your father is and imitate that person. It says, therefore I heard you, imitate me. Why? They are instructors. Good job. They can tell you stuff, they can inspire you, they can motivate you, but be careful who you are imitating and following. Thank you. Be careful. You have to decide who you want to follow. It's your choice. It's your choice.